accepted. I began
You alright?
checking on all the usernames with
Yeah.
the mouse
What's
pad,
funny?
trying to determine who the next victim may be.
Apparently, it's
I
not
quickly
really
flagged
funny to be
4
honest.
users
It's
as
kind of
short-termers,
sad and
those that talked
scary.
seriously.
The niece of one of the people who's staying at the shelter that apparently their niece got cut off. Their niece's arm got cut off the other night.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
That's
When
why I
you say
stopped for a second. I was like, I had to process it. I was like, what?
when you said they got
Her
cut off,
niece's.
I immediately just like I saw them get cut in half, and then when you fixed it, I was like, oh, that wasn't much better.
I don't know how old the niece was or anything. It's just like her fucking arm got cut off.
But my question is like, so okay, look, I'm not, look, take this how you want to. I'm fucking justifying my words. I find it strange that her first thought was I gotta tell Mark this lady got her arm cut off. Like,
Yeah, I
what
mean,
the fuck do
I
you?
find that
What
stuff
do I do with
interesting.
this information? Like, what do I
Again,
do?
I told you about the crazy lady who like who tried to cut her legs off and said that Jesus gave her legs back.
Hold on, give me a second. Just give me a second. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna take a second. We're gonna. What? How do you even go about that? What is the first step to cutting your legs off?
Okay, she was suffering from some sort of like organ failure that was making her insane.
Okay,
To
that's
be
fair.
fair, but for whatever reason, her her thought was that she tried to cut her legs off, and then like for whatever reason, when she passed out, apparently like she woke up and thought that Jesus gave her. The reason she was cutting her legs off in the first place was because they weren't her legs.
Uh huh.
This was the reason. And when she woke up, she felt happy because Jesus gave her real legs back to her.
Wait. Well, I'm getting a sense of deja vu, and I don't feel like you told me that story, but that sounds really familiar. There's a creepypasta about this.
Is there?
Not this exactly. Yeah, there's this creepypasta about this dude and his brother's foot kept talking.
What? Mind you, I've been out of the creepypasta game for a while, so I'm a little behind.
You know what?
Some
I
of the
heard what
newer
I said.
stories.
I heard everything I said, and I said it like it made sense. I heard me say that like it made sense.
Okay, here's my first question first. Was it like the cartoonishly animated foot like talking to him like the cowardly dog foot?
No,
Or
no,
was it
no.
like
I don't
the
know.
foot just
I don't
talked?
know. It wasn't like a giant foot, and it
Alright,
wasn't like
I
his
understand that, but they
individual
have a
toes had
mouth.
personalities. The foot was talking.
Uh-huh.
It might have been either his foot or his leg, and his either foot or leg was it was just talking, and it was saying like really mean things, and his brother's foot kept threatening to kill him. And I don't forget exactly what happened, but I know at some point in this, at some point,
Was it gonna kick him to death?
yeah, I think that's what it was gonna do, and like his brother didn't have any control over it. And so then what happens is he cuts the leg off. Or the foot. Yeah, he cuts the foot off. And then they call 911. But I think he cut the foot off at the knee. Or like at the middle of the calf. And the cops get there and they're looking around and they're seeing what's happening. But before the cops got there,
The foot.
the foot jumped out the window.
What? Come again, sir. Please, sir, can I have some more?
The foot jumped out the window. And
Now it's just out there being a foot.
Yeah, because when the paramedics got there, they were like, "Okay, where's his foot?" And he said, "It ran away."
So it's idle hands, but for feet.
With a foot, yes.
I'm just imagining a foot, like wiggling its toes and crawling everywhere, which is
But
creepy. But
but if I'm not mistaken, the kicker, no pun intended. Oh! The kicker to the story was that another part of his brother's anatomy began talking at the end of the story because they arrested his brother. They arrested him because, because like if I'm not mistaken, like, there was blood everywhere, as you'd imagine when severing a limb from a part of your body. So the paramedics, the cops arrested him, and the paramedics did their best to save his life, save his brother's life. But I think another part of his brother's anatomy began to talk, or something like that, or either that or his brother began to talk in the voice that the foot had. And I want to
okay.
apologize to you and anybody else who might hear this. I started this story as if it made sense because I heard it. But as I heard me tell this story, I realized how crazy it all sounded. And I do apologize for just assuming that this was normal.
I mean, normal is relative at this point.
It is. I'll say that much. Normal is very relative. But yeah. So yeah, when you were telling me like these aren't my legs, I want my own legs. I don't know why that's what she sounds like. I want my legs back. Yeah. Yeah. That's why that gave me fucking deja vu like a motherfucker. So yeah, okay. All right. But again, the question still stands. How do you go about trying to cut off your own legs in that situation? Like, how do you start cutting off your legs? Like, because I'm assuming, because for whatever reason, do you want to cut them both off as a pair? Like, do you start at the waist and you just cut through your, like, hip bone? So that they're both, like, a pair of nunchucks? Or is it okay, like, to get most of it? Like, at the thigh. Like, you cut in the middle of the thigh and, like,
I think it's like the upper thigh, I would say.
Okay, so... in that situation, what tool do you use? Because when you first said it, because you said she was clearly not okay in the brain parts. Yeah. I saw her trying to cut her legs off with a butter knife, and I'm like, all right, well, it's cool. She's harmless. Like,
no.
The most she's gonna jab into her leg. Like, with enough force, you can get anything through anything. To be completely fair.
It doesn't matter how much one it is.
But then I thought, like, okay, if she was really off, maybe she was trying to use a pair of scissors. But instead of an actual pair of scissors, it's just her two fingers, and she is going to town on her thigh with her two fingers because she thinks that'll work. So, for a question that you probably can answer, what did they do to stop her from removing her legs?
I mean, I don't know that part.
Okay.
That wasn't the main part. They were taking away her ability to make decisions in life.
Well, yeah, they should have been. Because she clearly was done making choices a while ago. Whew. I don't know how to feel about any of that. Alright, cool.